we're in an era of energy abundance. We're awash in energy. We're awash in energy opportunities. In North America, as the world is, we're drowning in fuels of all kinds of options. There's no shortage problem. There's no peak problem.
We have a lot of resources off of our shores, and up until recently, we thought we were going to get more access to them. The 5-year plan that the Bush administration left behind and the new plan that the Obama administration put forward indicated that we were going to get smart and use more of our resources. We now have a pretty final 5-year plan from the Obama administration that governs 2012 to 2017 that shuts down a lot of areas. The entire Atlantic coast, the entire Pacific coast, areas in the Gulf, and new areas in Alaska are now off limits for exploration. That doesn't sound like a very smart energy policy.
A third of the energy economy is in transportation. It's all oil. 2/3 of the energy economy is in non-oil. And of that 2/3 of that is all electricity. The thing that's bottomless is innovation and technology. And because everything about energy is about innovation and technology, then energy's availability is bottomless. Doesn't mean we won't have price spikes. I forecast it will bust through the old $147 barrel price sometime in the next year or two, in my last couple of Forbes columns ago, and I believe we will. I'm a short-term bull in oil prices because of policy stupidity, not because of lack of oil abundance, and I'm a long-term bear.
The reason someone floats a multi-billion-dollar rig in the Gulf of Mexico, drills deep into the earth and produces the dense energy that's under that, is because its value is more than its cost of production. But we have a strategy that says, well, we don't really like that. We're going to try to produce things in which its value is less than its cost of production. And I think if you try to wrench the economy that way, you're going to be really unhappy. You're going to get a lot of bad results.
On an annual basis, we spend about $18 billion in tax treatments for the energy industry. We have to remember, as we put tax on the table and energy on the table, the predominant tax we're talking about is in the renewable area. And so we just need to be cognizant in this tax debate we're having on Capitol Hill that that's what we're talking about. It's not removing tax treatments for 5 oil companies that's going to solve this. It's predominantly tax treatments that go to the renewable industry. So we have to be careful of what we're talking about here.
If we had to wait for the shale gas revolution to occur on public lands, we would be waiting for Secretary Salazar still to hold the first lease sale.
We are awash in natural gas. But the interesting thing is so is the rest of the world. Are we going to be the ones who are going to use those resources effectively here, the shale gales we call it? Are we going to be the ones that continue to advance the technology so that other countries can access these resources and so that we have a much more diversified and less pressurized energy market? Or are we going to do something stupid, as we say in Texas, shoot ourselves in the foot, reload and shoot again, and begin to shut down this energy supply that could really transform our energy supply picture and, importantly, our competitiveness picture?
The energy policy is about everything. It's about industry, it's about agriculture, it's about buildings, it's about telecommunications, it's about transportation. It's about energy is everything.